What's going on, guys? Sharif here, and in this video I want to talk about a very important topic, yet there's so much misinformation about it. Alright, this morning I was scrolling on my Instagram and I see a video of someone saying that bodybuilders should be prioritizing machines over compound lifts, and that compound lifts are very bad to build muscle mass because their core, their stabilizers, muscles get to failure before the targeted muscle group. So in short, they're saying focus on your leg press, your leg extension, instead of doing the barbell back squat. Just an example, and I want to give you guys my 2 cents, and I want to really address it to natural lifters. All right, that's my expertise, that's my niche. I've been training naturally for over 13, probably 14 years now. My clientele, natural lifters that want to build muscle mass on. And we gotta understand, as a natural, you can't train exactly the same way as someone that is enhanced. Someone that is enhanced can just go to the gym, pump some blood in that muscle, sit on the machine, because they're getting all that help from the PEDs that they're taking that will help them grow, right? That will impact their hormones and help them grow. But for you as a natural, your only way to grow is making sure your diet, your training, and your recovery is on point. So you gotta make sure your training is optimized in a way that will positively impact your nervous system, your hormones, and lead to growth. So this is out of the way. Naturals need to train different than enhanced athletes. Now you understand that. Now moving on. When we start training, we're beginners, we start training, whatever we do in the gym, whether we go with a compound lifts, with a body weight exercise, with a machine, we will see progress. You're lifting weights, you're putting tension on your muscles, that is new. Your muscle will positively react and you will be building muscles. So you will go through that beginner phase. Doesn't matter what you do. Most people, the first year, they're doing things that they don't even understand, but they're still seeing results. But it's after that. What happens after that? As a natural lifters, 99% of natural lifters reach a plateau and they don't keep progressing. They either jump on PEDs after that plateau, they give up, or they just decide that they just want to look okay, train 3-4 times a week, and that's it for them. All right, so where are you? Do you want to reach your optimal physique as a natural lifter? If yes, listen very closely. It's very important that we understand the impact of compound movements, because yes, compound lifts, when you're doing your barbell squat, it's gonna reach your quads, it's gonna get your quads to failure, but also it's gonna work a lot deeper than just getting that quad to failure. It will work your stabilizers muscles. With over the long term, you're working more muscles, so you're growing into a bigger machine. All right, number two, you're impacting your hormones, because your whole nervous system is mobilized when you're doing a barbell back squat. Try doing a back squat and think about something else. You fall on the floor. Try doing a back squat and, I don't know, talk with someone. You will not be able to do it properly. If you're doing a back squat the right way, you're getting yourself close to failure, you have a good enough weight, maybe 8 to 12 rep range, well, trust me, you will feel it not only on your quads, but on your whole nervous system, your breathing, your core, your glutes, your stabilizers muscles, the lower back, the nervous system. It's not something that you can overly do. You can't do 20 sets of barbell back squat and get them all close to failure, because your central nervous system will just be drained. All right, but impacting and training that nervous system in a smart way, not overdoing it, will lead to your body producing more testosterone, more growth hormone. It will greatly impact your body, and growth will come from there after recovery. All right, so it's very important that you understand this aspect. Getting a muscle to failure, in most times, especially for naturals, is just the tip of the iceberg. But everything, the hormonal impact of it, working all the body together, making sure that it impacts positively your hormones, your recovery is and your strength increasing from there, is the real iceberg that will lead to growth. All right, so sitting on a machine, going on a leg press, getting it to failure, yes, you will see growth in the beginning, but after a certain point, once you reach a plateau, guys, you can't just be focusing on machine, and machine should never be the center, the priority of your workouts. You're doing a leg workout, the priority has to be a barbell back squat, or any kind of squat, any kind of free weight squat. Smith machine, it's all right. I would definitely prefer a squat, a free weight squat, where if you don't do the rep, you fall on the floor. Yes, because it's the impact it has. We want to choose easy stuff, but easy stuff doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be beneficial for us. All right, machines were created to make things easier. When Arnold's and his peers were training golden era, that's where the time where machines were more and more popular, because people were looking at them and they're like, well, how can I get this 70-year-old grandma in the gym? She's not going to be able to do a barbell back squat or a deadlift. Well, let's create this machine, make her sit down on it and just press. All right, so It was bringing bodybuilding to the masses, but now people love it because it's easy. They sit on a machine and they're on their phone and they're doing the exercise. Yes, you're feeling your chest working, but it's not as beneficial as doing your barbell presses or your incline dumbbell presses. There's no way. All right. So free weight compound lifts as a natural lifter, that's what you need to prioritize when you want to surpass that plateau and you reach your optimal physique. All right, you want to keep progressing. Machines are important, but they're not the center of my workout. Today I did a leg workout. I did maybe 7-8 sets of barbell back squat, a little bit of stiff leg deadlift, and the rest I sat on the machine at the end just to get a good pump, so I get that muscle to failure. But there's no way that my workout will be leg extension, leg press, and hamstring curl. There's no way I will keep progressing. When it's my chest day, I would really focus on my presses, my incline presses, my bench press, and finish off with the flies, the machine, this and that. Barbell back workouts, it's a lot of pull-ups, a lot of barbell rows. People compliment me for my back and they're like, what kind of machine do you use? What do you do to build that back? All right, well, you know what? Barbell back rows, barbell rows, dumbbell rows, and pull-ups. Those are the 3 exercises that I do. Trust me, I don't do anything else. Pull-ups, back row, barbell rows, and dumbbell rows. I will alternate the grip if I want to hit a bit more upper, lower lats, doesn't matter. But those are all I do. Shoulders, I focus on overhead presses, dumbbell lateral raises. I barely sit on a machine when I'm training shoulders. The only time I use machines is to train arms, to finish it off, all right? After I finished all my back workouts. Anyways, after all the pull-ups and rows, my biceps are already dead. I'll just do a little bit of, well, even biceps, I do biceps curl, but on my triceps, after my chest day, I'll do a bit of rope push down. But I know that that's not what's leading to my triceps to grow. It's all the push-ups, the overhead press, the bench press, dips, this and that, all the compound lifts. Guys, do not neglect your compound lifts. You're a natural lifter. You gotta understand that this has to be the center of your workout. And if you just focus on machines at a certain point, you might progress temporarily. Yes, you're adding more weight on that leg press, but then you will reach a plateau and you will not be able to surpass it. And it will create a lot of injuries on the long term. Yes, believe it or not, because you're strengthening your quads. You're pushing a lot of weight. Wow, it's so impressive. You have 20 plates on that leg press, but are you working your hips muscles? Are you working your glutes, your core? Are you working all the little stabilizers muscles? No. So when it comes to real life, you gotta pick up something from the floor. Well, all those muscles got super lazy because most of your workouts are machines. All right, so compound lifts. Make sure that this is the priority, the center of your workouts, and you will keep always be able to progressing. You will not reach a plateau because at a certain point you can either add the weight, you can add the style of training, you can do more reps. Today I did a little bit more reps. Usually I would go a bit more for lower reps, higher weight, but you can play around that and you will not reach a plateau. Compound lifts will make you a beast. Compound lifts will help you keep progressing as a natural lifter. And like I said, naturals don't train like enhanced. You see someone enhanced just on a machine and doing cable flies and he's got a craziest chest and you think that's what you need to do? Well, no, that's not it, because he's taking a lot of other things that you're not. You gotta make sure that your training, your diet, and your recovery are on point. So you gotta make sure that we're optimizing that workout. And that means making sure that we're getting the most positive impact and the most positive outcome from every single session, and that means the impact it has on your nervous system, on your hormones, and yes, getting your muscles to failure. But that's why machine can be added at the end. That's why they're good to get a good pump. Now, if you're injured, yes, go for machine. Pre-exhaustion techniques, I love pre-exhaustion techniques. I usually start my chest workout with some flies, but that's not the steak of my workouts. You know, when they say the steak, when you're eating a meal and there's a big steak, you focus on the steak. It's not my flies, it's my presses. That's not the bread and butter. You want to make sure that it's your compound lifts. And guys, trust me, try it on yourself. You're working the stabilizers muscles. The body loves working as a whole. The body loves working together. Imagine when we were back in the days chasing, hunting, the body works as a whole. When you sit on a machine and you just pump one single area, you will not have as much positive outcome as doing it in a whole body exercise, a compound lifts. Do not neglect them. They have to be the priority of your workout. So that's it for this video, guys. Machines will not get you as big as you think. Even if you're getting that muscle to failure, you gotta understand it. It looks good on paper. Yes, well, I got this muscle to failure. But at a certain point, this will not be enough. As someone that is a beginner, 2 years, 3 years in, it's alright. I've been training for over 13 years, trust me. I'll go on just doing leg press, leg extension and leg curls. Even if I'm getting them to failure and I'm keeping the intensity high, I will not progress. I will not get better unless I have my squats, my lunges, my free weight, stiff leg deadlifts, barbell back squat, split, what is it called? Bulgarian split squat. Those are the ones that you want to prioritize. And I get complimented for my quads. People ask me, what do you do? Oh, well, I do a lot of barbell back squat. That's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, barbell back squat, lunges. Maybe if the leg extension machine is free at the end, I'll do it. But it's not really as much of an importance for me. That's it for this video. Hopefully, it helps you get a bit more clarity on the subject and do your own research. You know, sometimes I say things, maybe I'll change my opinion 5-10 years from now, but that's what I truly believe right now. And do your own research. Make sure that you're also putting a bit of your opinion in there. Me, it's really about experience. I've tried many things and I come to conclusions. I look at studies and most studies are really biased because they want to prove a certain thing. So I look at studies, I read studies, and a lot of times, let's say when it comes to dieting, I would go look at a study and things just don't make as much sense. So don't just see a study and be like, well, that study said this, well, that study said that. Probably there's an agenda behind it. Do your own research, try it on yourself, experiment it, and go from there. Use common sense. That's it for this video, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Stay natural. Sharif here. I'm your gym bro. So if you have questions, let me know down below and I'll answer them. See you soon. Ciao.